Hey gang, what's going on? And welcome to Talkin Vegas all day with KA. I'm your host, KA, and on today's episode, we're going to go back and explore some of the oldest buildings in Las Vegas as we talk about the Little Church of the West. But before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, click subscribe, and punch that notification bell so you get up-to-date information when we drop new episodes. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on Talkin Vegas all day with KA.
Let's go to Vegas, baby. Let's go tonight.
Right now.
Let's go to Vegas. We'll stay up all night. Let's go to Vegas.
Now, the Little Church of the West had its beginnings back in 1942 as part of the Last Frontier Resort. I'll be covering that in another episode. And was built by architect and builder William J. Moore, acting for his uncle and the investor R.E. Griffith. The Little Church of the West was themed after Nevada's Old West image, just like the Last Frontier, giving that whole Old West themed tourists during that era. To design the chapel, Moore visited mining towns all over Nevada and northern and southern California. So basically what he did was he went to Old West towns, look at the architecture of the churches, and then kind of decide what he wanted to go with. The church itself, outsized Gothic Revival chapel, has cedar boards, batten windows, a tall shake-slab steeple, and shallow non-functioning buttress. Inside, it had gas lamps, redwood panels, and non-denominational altar. So just like the chapels in the old times, it was very simplistic. During the 1940s, very few wedding chapels were operating as compared to today. They basically operated outside the edge of town. But this was the very first one to kind of be right on the strip. And the reason for the design was to build a respectable tiny church to attract much business. And the timing was perfect during 1942 and so on. World War II was raging, couples fearing separation due to military service rushed to get married. So the Last Frontier, building this chapel, had a great influx of additional income. And then again, after the war, many who married in haste returned to Las Vegas for divorce, believe it or not. Some eventually returned to get married again, and these weddings peaked in 1941 to 1942, and again to 46 to 47. So I found that a little bit interesting. So you married to get haste, find out it wasn't working out, you rush back to Vegas to get a divorce, and then you go back again to get married. That found me funny. So around that time, as you know, in Las Vegas, things always don't stay the same. Things are changing and moving and upgrading, getting demolished, building something bigger, nicer, fancier, etc. This chapel, however, like I said, is still around, but the chapel has moved. It was moved from the north side of the hotel to the south side in 1954. And then in 1979, to make way for the Fashion Show Mall, the chapel was moved to the grounds of the Hacienda. Then again, when the Hacienda was closed and demolished in 1996, the chapel was moved to its current location, which is on the east-south side strip of Mandalay Bay. And that's where it remains today. A couple of interesting facts on it. The church was listed on the National Registry of Historic Places in 1992. In 2017, Little Church of West celebrated its 75th anniversary. And like I said, it remains the oldest building on the Las Vegas Strip. And then for some famous events, Elvis and Anne Margaret recited their vows in the movie Viva Las Vegas, which was filmed in Little Church of West. And then there's been some notable weddings throughout the year. Zsa Zsa Gabor, Judy Garland, Red Fox, which we talked about earlier, got married there. Richard Gere, Billy Bob Thornton, Chris Evans, Mickey Rooney, Tay Savalas, and Lars Ulrich, the drummer from Metallica, all got married there. So the Little Church of the West has a very famous history in Las Vegas lore, and it's great to see it's still standing. That's one of my sites that I do want to visit the next time I'm in Vegas. I want to drive by there, maybe shoot a couple videos if I'm able to. And just kind of get a little sense. So you might see something, a little live video coming from me down the road. But that's all we have time for today on Talkin Vegas all day with KA. Hope you liked it. Make sure to hit that like button, click subscribe on your way out, and we'll see you again next time on Talkin Vegas all day with KA.